This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get it.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. This is DJ Reed returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second down at 4.
Check. Lucky. Hey, switch gears. One flat.
They'll run this with Homer. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action. Now Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver.
But it'll be second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Hey, 0-0-0. Gun.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They go play action now. Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Williams. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play fake. Bridgewater. He finds his man. Complete. That's Beck.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action now. Bridgewater. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Either about the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 22, Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. Wilson able to hook up with Eskridge. First down, Seattle. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. He finds some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch,
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First throw now for the backup lock. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Sidney Jones.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Bridgewater now.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. This is Gordon on the dump off.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Throwing. Bridgewater. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Bridgewater again.
And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Bridgewater on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they off here as quarter 3 is underway.
To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go play action. Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On second down, Williams. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Shotgun snap to Locke. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient.
This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and 15.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They run it with Carson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Returning it, here's Spencer. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. That's back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good catch, an excellent creation of a big play downfield. And I can guarantee you this, that's not a play this defense has practiced against in the days leading up to this game.
Of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bridgewater to throw it.
And that's checked down to Gordon.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Williams.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. L.J. Collier in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
They go back to Carson here on second. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation. Now it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Carson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Bridgewater. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wilson. And Gerald Everett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second down and 7. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Over the middle, complete. It's Beck. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. To the air again with Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Wilson. going up top. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This is the tight end fan. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just about on his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
first down, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Williams running left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 7.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
To throw, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 6 yards left on second down. Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Javonte Williams out of the backfield. Third down here.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On third down, here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with fourth down coming up. They run. It's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Bridgewater. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Broncos will extend their lead. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now it's Wilson.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he easily will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10. This is Carson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
45, Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Hey, just, hey, go. It's just me and you.
Draw play. This is Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Bridgewater now. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Bridgewater being chased out left. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon
An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 4 yards the pickup, first down. To throw is Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this will go to Carson out wide.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
Out of his end zone.
Slant to Hamler. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
The kick by McManus is good.
And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah,